Hi everyone, it's Tom from BlackToad Studio, and rolling around to that time of year where we're heading down to Wargamesuk to play in the Last Chance Open. You've probably seen Dom's list already. If you haven't, go check it out. It's just he's done quite an interesting Imperial Guard list with a couple of 4-draw units and 3 nice super heavies and a little contingent of guardsmen. I have played against it, and in all seriousness, the army I took against it, although I had no illusions, I don't think it was going to do well, it got completely destroyed, and it made me rethink what I was going to be taking myself. Actually, in the first instance, I was going to take an orc list. I had a whole load of orcs to paint up. I'd got through a fair bit of it, and then some stuff happened over Christmas, which just meant I couldn't get it done. So I basically decided to go with the Scorpion list, which is in front of you here. It consists of a few additional additions I've made over the last few weeks, new paint jobs as well on there. So, while I don't think this is going to be the most effective list in the world, I hope to have some fun with it and get to use a couple of new units. So that, to me, that's what I like to do. I think maybe the next year, if we do go down again, which hopefully we will do as usual, depending on if time permits and everything, I might purposely make something between now and then for that next one, but for the time being, this is what I'm taking. So it's all been submitted, so this is no change will be made to this. Got a battalion in front of you here. We have 2 HQs. So the first HQ here is my newly done Cullen the Risen model. Really love the model. I mean, he's equipped with quite a lot of stuff. So he's got a heavy bolter, a couple of heavy flamers, 3 hunter killer missiles, a twin assault cannon, and obviously the standard fist on him. But the nice thing about when he's in combat, he has the option to, when he rolls something, is to grab hold of the opponent and put mortal wounds into him using the heavy bolter. Does make the heavy bolter ineffective for the rest of the game, but quite fun. Other HQ slot, we've got Imagine Severin Loth here, just to give a bit of anti-psych. He's actually really good for that. I mean, he gets +1s to deny the witches. He also helps denials within radiuses of other units, so really quite a helpful unit, and he comes with quite a nice force axe, which actually gets buffed when in combat with psychers. So that might happen. We'll see if he gets in combat. We'll go to the troop choices next. So over here we have an intercessor squad, just a 10-man, no upgrades on it other than the power sword and the sergeant, which I just thought would be quite nice to put on there because it's the first one I bought and managed to have that kit with it. In front of them we have a 10-man tack squad. It's just bolters, 1 melter and the sergeant here. Unfortunately, because of the way I've modelled these, he obviously looks like he's got a Narthecium, but he'll be having a bolter chainsword, which I'm going to put a bolter on it as well. But the Narthecium does nothing, just for aesthetics and kind of the way the army used to run. And the front here we have final choice for troops, 5-man sniper scout squad. The cloaks aren't on there; they're just there for aesthetics, as I said. So yeah, that's my 3 troops there. Just pretty basic ones, nothing too special. I'm hoping for a bit of survivability from the Primaris there with their 2 wounds each, which is nice. I've also got the option to combat squad them. And then we're heading on into the elite slot, which is where the majority of my army lies. We've got 3 aggressors here with the Flamestorm gauntlets. On reflection, I kind of wish I'd done the auto gauntlets, or the auto bolters gauntlets on them instead of the Flamestorm, because I think they would have been more useful in this particular situation. But unfortunately I haven't got time to do them up now, so they're going to be Flamestorm. At the back we've got 2 Contemptors, both different loadouts. So we've got one with the multi-melter and one with the Keris Assault Cannon. Quite nice. I quite like them. They're quite quick, and they've got some good stats for combat and shooting. And down here we have a Cataphractii Terminator squad, 7-man. We've got 3 sets of pairs of lightning claws. We've got 3 power fists, pardon me. That's right, one with the heavy flame, the rest with the combi bolters. And the sergeant is carrying the combi bolter and power sword. So pretty basic stuff, but quite a nice little shock unit for deep striking in, which is probably what it's going to be used for. And then we have 1 heavy slot, which I didn't feel complete without bringing. It was the Land Raider Helios, which is one of the iconic Scorpion units, because it's one of the ones they kind of invented. So that basically has the 4 las cannons on it, and also a whirlwind launcher on top, which gives it quite a nice bit of firepower platform. Unfortunately, it sacrifices a lot of transport capacity for all the weaponry on it. So basically, it has a 6-man capacity. So the best it's probably going to do is Scouts and Severin, probably. Other than that, not a lot to go in there. So that's the battalion there. So that gives me my 6 command points in total. So Severin doesn't have anything particular other than his little aura. However, Cullen does give a feel no pain. Well, I say feel no pain. It's basically ignore wounds on 6-ups. However, as I've taken the Iron Hands chapter tactics as my tactics for the Red Scorpions because I wanted to try and keep the feel no pain thing they used to have, more of a theme kind of thing. They all will be ignoring wounds on 6s. So his kind of buff is a bit pointless, but that's why I wanted to run it. So that's what I'm doing. That is my 2,000 points for this particular tournament. And I guess we'll see how it goes. Myself and Dom are going to do a little test game using some of the scenarios that are in the tournament pack, hopefully in a couple of days, and we're going to film one of them. I don't know how it will turn out for me, hopefully better than the last game we had. But anyway, without further ado, thanks all for watching, and we'll see you soon.